We both live in the KL city center area, and in the KL city center area you see a lot of condominiums that have a lot of unused parking spaces and a lot of cars that are parked left, right and center on the street. So what we aim to do with Bayz Parking is to allow people to park the cars that are parked on the street into those condominiums and hotels that are ever present in those areas. So that's where it all started.
25 minutes. That's the time we take on average to look for a parking space. Imagine how much time that would take up in a year. Bayz Parking, a new app created by Sven, Janson and Scott Badger, seeks to transform this cumbersome relationship between the modern society and the cars.
We have developed a core module that sits on a very simple device. The device we install inside a barrier arm, so we don't need additional hardware, and a user can open the barrier arm with their mobile phone, press of a button. They do not even need to wind their car window down. Then around that we've basically built a suite of apps that allows different driver groups to use that solution to drive into parking. So for example, condominium residents can now drive in and out purely with their phone. Someone coming to a location once or twice a month can book a space through our app. They will gain access through the app. They will be able to pay through the app. So it's all through the mobile app. It's all full end-to-end, and we're really looking at catering to all the different driver groups.
If you look at the car park industry, it's a very uncentralized kind of an industry. So every car park has a different methods of entry. So that could be by a ticket, by a card, or by any other means. Then there are season passes for different car parks. You have different season passes. First, what we try to do, of course, is to allow people to have one device, and a device that people always already carry with them, their mobile phone, to allow that to provide them access to each and every car park that they go to. So that's the overlaying problem that it solves. Then second, for the municipality and for the people around city center areas where it's incredibly congested, in part because 3-lane streets are being reduced to a 1-lane street because people are parking left, right and center. So what we are doing is we're solving that by allowing people to park, knowing where the car parking spaces are, as well as parking in more affordable spaces. So sometimes people just don't park into space because they know they're expensive. We also indicate people go here because it's cheaper.
It's a really good question, and as we've talked about previously, we're not looking to change the macro behaviours because we know we can't change the macro behaviours of Malaysian drivers or any driver group in the region. What we can do is change their micro behaviours, and we can change where they choose to park. We can change how they choose to gain entry and exit, how they choose to pay, move people away from parking tickets and all the paper and chemical that consumes and the CO2 that's released, as we mentioned upstairs. Move people away from plastic card entry towards more sustainable parking solutions, better using the parking that's already built in the city rather than building more. And that's not something that's going to happen overnight, but if Bayz Parking and people like us start introducing these sort of products into the market, drivers will start parking in spaces that are currently not used, and slowly over time we can reduce the number of new spaces that are being built in core public areas.
Typically the answer would be no. No, because actually our whole, as I said earlier, in how were we inspired to start this business, we were never of the opinion that there was too little car park spaces in the city in general. Actually KL has a surplus of car parking spaces that just not being used efficiently. So it also adds to what you asked earlier. And we really do not look for more car parking spaces. The ones that are here, use them more efficient. So it is getting those hotels, those condominiums, those existing spaces, map them, make sure that people know what is where and how many are where, and then put the cars that otherwise would have been parked on the street in those car parks that are already there. Currently no, but we're definitely looking to expand it across the Malaysian borders very, very quick. There are a bunch of Malaysian startups that Malaysia can be really, really proud of, and we want to be part of that.
This revolutionary idea is one of the answers we have to the situation of the ever-growing population in KL. Not only does it offer a more convenient modern life to the urbanites, it also helps the working class to commute to their workplace faster, allowing for a more productive day.